God says, do not push my patience any further. Open this message within 20 seconds. I am watching you closely. I am deeply grieved by how often you set aside what I put in front of you. This is the very last time I will bring this across your screen. A check for 787 million has been made out in your name and officially sealed in heaven. If you scroll past this now, the enemy claims victory. You cannot let that stand. To start receiving what I have set aside for you, comment, Amen. Speak your agreement out loud and make it real. I did not guide you all this way only to watch you turn away from the blessing I designed for you before you were even born. I established a covenant to bless those who place their trust in me, but your waiting and wavering is costing you dearly. I have waited, I have observed, and now I am stepping in. I will not wait indefinitely. The moment is here. My spirit is reaching out to you. Everything is beginning to change. You must not turn your gaze away. You must not glide past what I have deliberately set before your eyes. This is not merely a message. This is divine intervention entering your space. I entered your life at this exact moment because the enemy has been scheming to hijack what I promised you. But I am stepping in to block the enemy. You stand at a spiritual crossroads, and making the wrong choice now will cost you more than you can imagine. That is why I had to break through to you right now. That is why this carries such urgency. Comment 1-1 if you believe that what I am doing is genuine. Let your faith declare itself through your agreement. A divine check exists in heaven, already printed, already signed, already made ready. And the amount is 787 million. Not some distant dream, not just imagination. This is authentic supernatural provision assigned specifically to you. Every time you questioned your worth, every time you cried out alone in your pain, I was carefully recording every detail of this miracle behind the scenes. I did not overlook what was stolen from you. I did not ignore the hands that harmed you. I witnessed everything, and now I am making it right. I want you to like this video if you can sense the weight of my presence in this moment. Let this action be your yes. Let it be your public declaration that you are accepting what I am releasing today. This check represents more than just money. This is restoration in its fullness. This is what you lost when lies were spoken about you. This is what was held back when people abandoned you. This is what remained buried when you were pushed aside and ignored. And now I am raising it from the ashes and putting it back into your possession with interest, with authority, with no further postponement. But your willingness to obey must align with my word. You have no idea how narrowly you avoided missing this moment. But I stepped in. I interrupted the atmosphere specifically for you. I silenced the chaos of the world and pressed my word directly into your path. That shows how valuable you are to me. That shows the depth of my care for your breakthrough. I am not a God who speaks hollow promises. I am the Lord of all existence, and every word I speak, I fulfill. Comment 222. If you trust that I am forging a path forward even when you cannot see it, you have wept over unpaid bills. You have cried silently, asking me why others flourish while you struggle to keep your head above water. You have thought I was silent. You concluded I had left you, but I have been collecting every tear and measuring every ounce of your suffering. And the release you feel approaching is not your imagination. It is the sound of chains falling away. This is your liberation. This is your time to rise. Yet the enemy has been counting on you to disregard this, to label it as fake, to keep moving. That is why he dreads this instant, because he recognizes what I have embedded within it. You have not been forgotten. You have been protected. While you slept, I pushed back storms you never even saw coming. While you complained, I strategically placed people along your path who will soon approach you with solutions and open doors. But you must walk in obedience starting now. I cannot make you believe. I can only present the open door. It is up to you to walk through it. And I have already started moving. That feeling stirring in your spirit is the confirmation you need. That tightness in your chest, that pull on your soul, that pressing sense of urgency inside you. That is me reaching out. I am trying to awaken you before it becomes too late. I will not postpone the delivery of this 787 million blessing, but I will entrust it to the one whose heart genuinely responds to me. The one who obeys even when it feels uncomfortable. I am calling you by your name. You are not seeing this by chance. You are being positioned for an overflow so immense it will reshape your entire future, that will silence every voice that mocked you, that will shake the very foundations of those who opposed you. But you must make your decision now. You must align yourself with my voice at this moment. Your indecision cannot halt what I have set in motion unless you choose to walk away from it. You are chosen. You are not ordinary. You are not abandoned. You are not arriving too late. You are not beyond repair. I designed you specifically for this very hour, and this miracle is connected to your faith, your obedience, your trust in what I am doing right here, right now. Comment 3. I3 to declare your faith and affirm that you are not surrendering what I have guaranteed you. When I say I am angry, it is not out of hatred for you. It is because my love for you runs so deep, and I witness how frequently you dismiss the signs I send, how often you reject the divine assistance I provide. How many times you plead for a miracle, yet turn away when I bring the guidance you need. This is your guidance. Accept this word. Follow it. Take action on it. Do not challenge me. The enemy is desperately hoping you will disregard this. He recognizes that the instant you obey, his access is cut off. The moment you respond, his strategies collapse. He has studied you over many years. He has analyzed your patterns, and he assumed today would be just like all the others. But this is not like any other day. This is the moment your life pivots. What if a brief 7-second mental exercise could genuinely eliminate your debts and fill your existence with unstoppable prosperity? A startling CIA disclosure has just uncovered a 7-second practice now enabling ordinary individuals to erase debt and draw in limitless riches. Verified by 4 leading neuroscience institutions, this simple at-home technique is converting financial hardship into dream lifestyles. New homes, vehicles, vacations, it is becoming a reality for actual people. But authorities might suppress this information at any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it is removed permanently. I am not demanding that you earn this. I am asking you to accept it. I have already paid the price. The blessing stands ready. I am extending it to you, yet you must raise your hand in faith. You must give your consent, because if you bypass this, you are actively choosing to give the enemy permission to postpone your miracle once again. And that will break my heart. Let this be the instant you finally escape. Let this be the moment heaven inscribes your name in the chronicle of divine turnaround. This is not solely about finances. This is about demonstrating to your adversaries what occurs when I publicly bless someone. This is about revealing to you the depth of my enduring love. You have waited long enough. You have suffered long enough. And now the time has arrived. Every moment you hold back is another moment the enemy tries to obstruct what rightfully belongs to you. This is not accidental. You were destined to encounter this at this precise moment. I place this message into your day because the spiritual realm has already undergone a shift. Angels are moving in your direction. A divine check carries your name. But if you look away now, if you refuse this guidance once more, you are actively allowing the enemy to triumph. Comment 555 right now. If you sense the urgency rising within your heart, this is your sign from me. I have observed your struggles. I have seen you pretend to be strong. I have witnessed you smile in public while breaking apart in private. I understand the weight you have carried. I know the promises you have clung to. I am aware of the nights you have wept and questioned whether I am even listening. And now I give you my answer. Yes, I have been listening. Yes, I have been preparing something extraordinary. And yes, I am sending it forth, right now. That check for 787 million is not merely a figure. It is rich with blessings, favor, restoration, vindication, and healing. This is the compensation for your seasons of silence. This is the release for every delay you have endured. I am not simply repaying you. I am restoring you publicly because your pain played out in public view. You experience loss in front of others. Now you will rise in front of them as well. But you must pay attention to me. You must stop ignoring my voice. This is not the moment for doubt. This is the moment for action. A gateway stands open in heaven, but it will not remain accessible indefinitely. I have positioned angels around you, holding your breakthrough in their grasp, awaiting your reply. If you wait too long, the opportunity will close. I do not want that outcome for you. I want you to embrace what I created specifically for you. Comment 1212 if you believe this blessing rightfully belongs to you, and you refuse to let it slip away. You do not need to comprehend how I will accomplish this. Simply trust that I already have. I have already spoken your name in circles you have never entered. I have already prepared individuals to extend kindness to you. I have already adjusted the timeline so that what should have required years will now take mere days. The only remaining element is your obedience. This video is not random, it is the divine confirmation you have been seeking. Do not commit the error of dismissing this. I am a passionate God. I am deeply devoted to you, and I am also fiercely protective. I no longer want your heart entangled in fear. I do not want you moving through life convinced that nothing good will ever come to you. I am not distant. I am not silent. I am present with you right now, and I have arrived carrying fire and favor, justice and joy, restoration and abundance. What the enemy intended to use for your destruction will now become the very platform from which I bless you. What once brought you shame will be transformed into strength. What was once your scarcity will become overwhelming abundance. But the requirement remains your complete surrender. You must obey my voice when I summon you, and I am summoning you now. Comment 777 if you sense my spirit affirming this within you. You have endured this storm long enough. You have passed through flames and yet you remain unburned. You have wandered through desolate places and yet you have survived. Now is the time to enter your promised land. Now is the time to experience what I have been preparing all along, but you must accept the blessing while the opportunity remains available. My spirit will not appeal to you forever. I extend the blessing, but I will not impose it upon you. This check represents far more than financial resources. It is evidence that heaven has remembered you. It is the embodiment of years of faithfulness, sacrifice, and suffering being answered through one single divine action. That 787 million represents everything you lost in terms of time, health, family, peace, and purpose. I am restoring it all with interest, with favor, with undeniable proof that I remain the God who sees, hears, and takes action. The enemy has been feeding you lies. He wants you to question this. He wants you to mock this. He wants you to swipe away and forfeit what I am trying to deliver. But he holds no power unless you surrender it to him. He cannot block what I have released unless you turn your back. That is why this represents a test of obedience, not of your power, not of your comprehension, but of your willingness to follow me. You are not too late. You have not missed your chance. As long as you draw breath, I still have a plan, and I am still composing the final chapter. The coming phase of your life will bear no resemblance to the past. The suffering ends here. The losses stop here. The dry season concludes now, but only if you step into this word, only if you rely on my timing, only if you trust that I am still capable of accomplishing the impossible. You did not journey this far by chance. You have been led, shielded, protected, even when you did not deserve it, even when you failed to ask. I remained present. I kept the vehicle from crashing. I halted the illness before it could spread. I postponed the heartbreak that would have shattered you. I preserved you because I knew this moment would arrive. And now it is here. Could a confidential CIA brainwave method be the quickest route to a life of luxury? Recently disclosed CIA research has revealed an astonishing brainwave approach that is enabling everyday people to draw in enormous wealth almost immediately. This 7-second at-home practice, validated by 4 neuroscience laboratories, is converting debt into dream houses, cars, and luxury vacations. If you are reading this, count yourself fortunate. This page could be removed at any time. Click the link in the description and comments to access the secret before it vanishes permanently. But I, the Lord your God, have arrived ahead of the thief. I am standing at your doorway, holding your miracle in my hand, proclaiming your name across the earth. You are the one I have selected. You are the one I have been anticipating. Do not turn away now. Do not disregard what I have personally inscribed in heaven and endorsed in your favor. Comment 999 right now if you can sense me drawing your spirit back toward what I have promised. This check for 787 million is not simply a present. It is a spiritual directive. It stands as proof of my covenant with you. This is the realization of prayers that had no words, only tears. It represents the outcome of years when you persisted, even without understanding how. And now, exactly as I declared, I am compensating every moment, every loss, every delay. But if you disregard this call, if you turn your face aside, the enemy will move in to create confusion and further postponement. I do not desire that outcome for you. Your name is recorded on a scroll in heaven that the angels have already touched. Do you grasp the significance of that? This is not fantasy. This is prophecy unfolding in real time. I had to interrupt everything surrounding you to ensure you saw this. I had to disrupt your normal routine because I could not permit you to overlook what I have already sanctioned. What I am doing carries urgent importance. It is not merely emotional. It is spiritual, financial, prophetic, and generational. Comment 1010. If you recognize deep within that this instant is not ordinary, it is sacred. You have survived things intended to destroy you. That alone should remind you that my hand has always been upon you. You have been misunderstood, rejected, shattered, yet you remain standing. That was not luck. That was my mercy at work. That was my power shielding you until this day could arrive. You did not merely endure all that suffering for no purpose. It was developing you, training you, qualifying you. And now you stand ready, but the enemy burns with jealousy. He wants to drag you back into fear. He wants to ridicule you, divert you, and convince you this is not genuine. But I am here to tell you, this is as authentic as the air filling your lungs. This is your inheritance. This is not a wish. It is divine fulfillment, and I will not allow it to go unnoticed. You have endured enough suffering. Now it is your turn to overflow. Yet you must claim it. You must respond. You must open the door when I knock. I instructed you not to challenge my patience, not because I desire to discipline you, but because I want to safeguard you. I perceive what lies ahead. I see what remains hidden from you. I observe the delays plotted in darkness. I see the agreements from which your name was nearly removed, and I am stepping in to correct it. I am stepping in to restore it. This check in heaven is not merely about the amount. It concerns your upcoming season being financed by my hand, not by human effort. Comment 1515. If you believe I am the one sending this confirmation to your spirit, now do not permit logic to steal what faith has secured. The enemy delights when you overthink. He celebrates when you doubt. But faith is what moves me. Faith is what unlocks the door. You do not need to have everything perfectly understood. You simply need to say yes. This message was dispatched to you because I heard your cry. I know you feel exhausted, disregarded, passed over, but I am the God who sees, and I have seen quite enough. Now it is time for me to act. You have observed others being blessed and wondered why not you. You have helped others recover while no one acknowledged your own struggles. But I noticed. I was present. And this 787 million blessing is the compensation for everything they failed to see. But I saw it all. I maintained the records. Heaven kept the score. And now justice is descending like rain upon your life. But you must not turn your back on it. My warning is not anger without purpose. It is mercy wearing a different face. I do not want you to delay even one more season. I do not want you to cry yourself to sleep another night. I do not want you struggling through life questioning my care. I care. I care enough to call your name when the world overlooks you. I care enough to place in your hands a blessing the enemy tried to bury. I care enough to fight battles for you in the spiritual realm that you did not even know were occurring. But I require your yes. I need your faith. I need your obedience. Not tomorrow, not later, right now. This check is a sign, yet the miracle extends deeper than paper. It encompasses your health improving. It means your family being restored. It means your peace returning. It means your mind being renewed. It means your enemies watching you rise. It means everything I promised being poured back into your existence. Not a trickle, but a flood. And no force of hell can halt what I have initiated unless you surrender. You stand at the threshold of divine transfer. All of heaven watches to see how you will respond to this moment. I am not demanding a performance. I am asking you to believe. I am not requiring perfection. I am asking you to trust me. I have never failed, and I will not fail you now. This is the moment. This is the breakthrough. This is the turning point. But your obedience serves as the key. The check for 787 million that has been issued in heaven under your name is not symbolic. It is sacred. It represents a divine transaction between your obedience and my promise. If you walk away from this now, you do not merely walk away from money. You walk away from evidence of my power, my presence, and my love. Comment 1717. If you still trust that I will complete what I started in your life, is it genuinely possible for a 7-second practice to transform financial struggle into overnight prosperity? This leaked CIA-backed study reveals a 7-second money ritual that is transforming lives at this very moment. Supported by 4 neuroscience laboratories, it reprograms your brain to draw in money like a magnet. Individuals once financially devastated are now living their ideal lives. Luxurious homes, new vehicles, exotic travel. But this confidential information will not remain accessible online for long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it is permanently removed. I have observed how long you have waited. I have seen the people who doubted your prayers. I heard their laughter behind your back. I witnessed how they judged you when your circumstances appeared unlikely to ever improve. I watched you continue serving me even when your heart was fractured and your hands were empty. And that is precisely why this blessing carries such magnitude. That is why it had to be 787 million. Because I am not merely restoring you, I am preparing a feast in the presence of your adversaries. I do not give meagerly when I have promised you abundance. I do not perform halfway miracles. I do not forget what you cried about years ago in a darkened room when no one else knew. Everything is returning all at once. The time, the joy, the finances, the strength, the peace. But it must be received through obedience. The check is authentic. The miracle is now. The decision rests with you. You have encountered numerous delays, but this one will not be denied. This is your divine moment, the instant when heaven aligns with your name. Do not skip it. Do not look aside. I am confirming it repeatedly because I do not want you to miss it. The enemy has exhausted every effort to silence you. But now I am about to make your life speak louder than every falsehood spoken against you. Comment, Amen, to affirm that you remain standing in faith alongside me. I have removed individuals from your life, not to cause you pain, but to create space. Certain doors had to close so the appropriate ones could open. Certain betrayals had to occur so your blessing could not be hindered by impure hands. I heard every private conversation where they spoke your name without respect. And now I am going to reveal to them who you truly are in me. This is why I am addressing you with such urgency. This is why I cautioned you, do not test my patience, because I am completely serious about this release. I am serious about your coming season. I am serious about the connections I am about to establish for you. You cannot see it yet, but behind the veil, I have been orchestrating things that will astonish you. Yet it all begins with your yes. It begins with your surrender. This is no longer about emotions. It is about faith. You may not feel prepared, but I declare that you are. You may feel exhausted, but I declare your strength is being refreshed. You may feel overlooked, but I declare you are specifically chosen. This is your hour. This is your appointed moment. All of heaven celebrates the miracle about to manifest through your obedience. Comment 1 if you recognize this as your confirmation and not mere coincidence. I have previously postponed this blessing, not to discipline you, but to protect you. You were not ready before. You would have mishandled it. You would have confided in the wrong people. But now your heart has matured. Your perspective has deepened. You have been humbled. You have been purified. You have been tested. And now you have passed. That is why I am releasing it now. That is why I am instructing you to open this within 20 seconds. Because I have timed it perfectly. You have prayed for financial breakthrough. You have wept for assistance. And now you stand at the edge of answered prayers. But if you bypass this, you will delay it again. And that delay will exact a greater cost than you realize. Do not trade this promise for temporary uncertainty. Do not miss what I have ordained simply because your mind is struggling. Your spirit recognizes that this is me. Your heart knows I am present. Trust that this is not an examination of your strength. It is an examination of your surrender. Can you obey when you lack the complete picture? Can you say yes to the open door even when fear urges you to wait? I am telling you plainly, the enemy wants you to scroll away because he understands what lies behind this act of obedience. He recognizes this as the blessing that shatters the curse, the one that transforms your entire family line. This is not solely about you. It concerns generations to come. You were never created to live in scarcity. You were never designed to remain trapped. I placed divine acceleration over your life before your birth. That is why you have always sensed you were different. That is why circumstances never worked out the same way for you as they did for others. I have marked you for something greater, and consequently, your trials have been more severe, but now the reward is more substantial. This check represents more than money. It is authorization to enter your promised inheritance. It stands as proof that heaven supports you. It is the flame of my covenant with you. No one can take it from you, but you can walk away from it if you refuse to believe. That is why I continue impressing this upon your spirit, because I absolutely refuse to let you miss it once more. The door stands open. The angels are prepared. The release is already underway. Do not allow fear to make you disobedient. This is your appointed time. This is your moment. I am the God of the impossible, and I am actively working in your life now. That check for 787 million has been approved in the heavenly courts, and the enemy trembles because he recognizes that once you receive this, nothing will ever remain the same. Comment 222 to stand firm in your trust that I am accomplishing this at this very moment. This is not hype. This is not mere emotion. This is prophecy being fulfilled. You have walked through fire, and yet you remain standing. You have been rejected by individuals you believed would always support you. You have been broken down by circumstances that made you question your value. But I never questioned you. I never abandoned you. I never looked away. I was preparing you through every pain, shaping you through every silence, and guarding you through every storm. Now the cloud of postponement is lifting, the spiritual opposition is crumbling, and what I placed in your name is about to find you. But I cautioned you, do not test my patience. I have opened the door for you. You requested breakthrough, and now it stands before you. Will you honor it? Will you obey? Will you step into the abundance that has awaited your agreement? Have you learned about the top secret ritual authorities want to conceal? Imagine if a single 7-second practice could eliminate your debts and attract wealth to you effortlessly. A leaked CIA document and 4 leading neuroscience laboratories confirm it is not fiction. Struggling families are moving into dream homes with complete peace of mind. But authorities might remove this secret at any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it is permanently deleted. You did not stumble upon this by accident. This message was scheduled for your soul. There has been spiritual warfare surrounding your destiny because of what I placed within you. The enemy does not fight empty containers. He fights the anointed, the called, those who carry legacy. You carry legacy, and that is precisely why I have positioned something significant within your reach. But your heart must be willing to accept. Comment, Amen. If your heart is saying yes to the calling I have placed before you, I have already assigned angels to protect what rightfully belongs to you. I have already inscribed your name in the registry of favor. I have already commanded doors to swing open on your behalf. But if your heart closes due to fear or indecision, those doors will stay sealed. I need you to grasp the seriousness of what I am communicating. This is not merely about finances. This concerns obedience, unlocking the floodgates of destiny. The blessing I am pouring out is designed to establish you for the next decade of your life. It is not just relief. It is divine strategy. It is not simply to impress others. It is to fulfill purpose. This check will fund visions I implanted within you long ago. This will sustain the assignments your heart has quietly carried. You have confided in no one, but I know. I saw the dreams you buried beneath fear and disappointment. I am resurrecting them now. You have been faithful in small matters, and now I am entrusting you with abundance. You have honored me in private, and now I will honor you in public. The season of remaining hidden is finished. The season of observing others receive blessings while you wait is over. Now it is your turn. Now it is your hour. But you must step into it. You must answer when I call. You must not walk away from what you have been praying for. Comment 1:1 to believe once more. Even if life has attempted to make you forget who you truly are. My anger is not punishment, it is protection. I become angry when the enemy tries to steal what belongs to my children. I become angry when you doubt what I have already approved. I become angry when I see you bow to fear after I have surrounded you with favor. You possess authority through my name, and I want you to rise up in that authority now. This marks the final time I will flash this before you. This is not a practice run. This is not a warning that will be repeated endlessly. I have already held back judgment, already extended grace, already waited while you questioned and hesitated. But now the spiritual window has grown narrow. The blessing waits. The enemy hopes you will delay just one more time, so he can interfere once more. Do not permit it. You have felt like giving up. You have wondered if anything would ever change. But this moment represents the shift. What you do with it will determine the speed of your miracle. Obedience unlocks it. Faith activates it. Delay destroys it. I will not coerce you. I am not a God of pressure. I am a God of purpose. And this is purpose knocking at your door. I am the one who owns all silver and gold. I am the one who commands wealth, health, and supernatural release. I am the one who can transform dry ground into rivers and ashes into beauty. I can bless you beyond comprehension. But I need your yes, not your fear, not your reasoning, just your yes. This 787 million blessing belongs to you, but it will not pursue you. You must answer my call. You must demonstrate that you trust me even when it is difficult, even when the past causes you to doubt the future. I am not the people who abandoned you. I am not the ones who hurt you. I am your Father. And I am faithful. I have rescued you from things you did not even realize were meant to destroy you. But now I will no longer wait in silence. This moment is not to be missed. This blessing is not to be postponed. What I have authorized in heaven, a check for 787 million written in your name, is now pressing through the atmosphere to reach your life. Do not walk away. Comment 333 if you know this is exactly the moment your soul has been waiting for. This check represents more than just a figure. It carries the weight of answered prayers, the tears you shed in private, and the promises I made to your spirit long before the world recognized your pain. This is your sign that I have not forgotten you. When you felt invisible, I was writing your name into a heavenly covenant. When you felt weak, I was preparing strength. And now I release what was held back. Not because you earned it, but because I am good. I am the God who provides, the God who protects, the God who restores. And this release is not random. I am transferring what rightfully belongs to you because I promised I would. The enemy thought he could delay it forever. He thought he could distract you, discourage you, depress you until you gave up on it. But you did not give up. You are still here. And because you are still here, I am still blessing you. But listen carefully to me. There is a season for everything, and your season is now. This is not something to consider later. My spirit is stirring your heart in this exact moment because the window stands open now. Angels are already in motion. The scrolls of release have already been unsealed, and your name is written on the miracle that is emerging. Comment 555 if you are ready to accept what has been stored up specifically for you. There is a reason you have faced such intense opposition recently. It is because what awaits on the other side of your obedience is enormous. The enemy knows that once you receive this, the cycles will shatter, the scarcity will end, the old pain will dissolve. He knows that once you step into this release, your authority will increase and his hold will weaken. That is why he has been whispering lies. That is why doubt has felt more overwhelming. That is why fear has tried to make you scroll past this, but not today. Why is this 7-second CIA method spreading so rapidly everywhere? New CIA disclosures have revealed a potent brain ritual that triggers immediate wealth flow. This 7-second approach, validated by 4 neuroscience laboratories, is rapidly changing lives. From overwhelming debt to dream vacations, this could be your shortcut to abundance. If you are seeing this, you are fortunate. The page might vanish at any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it is permanently removed. Today is different because today I have placed an unshakable word before you. A word that carries fire, a word that comes with instruction. Do not test me by turning away. I warned you for a reason. I am not angry without cause. I am passionate about your future. I am serious about what I have prepared, and I will not let you fall back into delay unless you choose it yourself. This is your rescue. This is your realignment. This is your reminder that I am still the God who arrives in the final hour and completely reverses the situation. People assumed it was finished for you, but they did not realize I was just beginning. You were not being buried. You were being planted, and now you are about to blossom in ways that will astonish even you. Comment 1212 if you still trust that I can accomplish in one moment what others could not achieve in an entire lifetime. That check for 787 million is not simply wealth. It is a gateway. It is a tool for the kingdom. It is an open door to build, to heal, to rise, to liberate others who remain in chains. I selected you for this because you understand pain. You understand what it means to have nothing but faith. And now I can trust you with abundance. I am releasing this not merely for your comfort, but for your calling. You have been asking me why things have not worked out. You have wondered why your life felt trapped. It is because I was holding the release until the appropriate moment. And now that moment has come. You experienced delay, not denial. I was protecting the release from hands that would have misused it. I was setting the stage for greater glory. And now the curtain rises. It is time for you to assume your position. You are not forgotten. You are not abandoned. You are not behind. My child, you are exactly where you need to be. Every detour made you stronger. Every heartbreak deepened your compassion. Every delay sharpened your discernment. And now the same hands that suffered will carry the blessing I designed in secret. This is the moment your narrative changes. This is the point where pain transforms into power, where fear transforms into faith, where poverty transforms into provision, and not just for a day, but for a destiny. This check is heaven's reminder that I always complete what I begin. And I began something in you long ago that is now coming into full bloom. The weight of this divine release cannot be overlooked. What has been written in heaven, a check for 787 million, is not a metaphor. It is a spiritual deposit carrying breakthrough, legacy, healing, and irreversible favor. This is not a time to scroll past. This is the time to step forward and claim what is already yours. Comment. Amen. If your spirit feels the weight of this truth pressing into your heart, you have been walking through a dry season thinking I had forgotten you. But what you failed to see was how I was arranging everything around you. I allowed certain things to fall apart so I could remove the distractions slowing you down. I allowed some people to leave so your hands would be free to receive what I have prepared. I permitted discomfort, not because I wanted you to suffer, but because I needed you to become still enough to hear my voice. And now I am speaking clearly. The season of waiting is breaking open. The delay is finished. This is your confirmation. This is the moment all of heaven has been awaiting. You have been tested, refined, and positioned. This check represents the outcome of your private surrender. I saw you when no one else did. I heard the quiet prayers that came between panic attacks and sleepless nights. I held every tear. And now I pour back blessings measured not by worldly standards, but by heaven's abundance. Comment 10 if you are ready to walk through the door I have just opened. There are forces that have attempted to silence your voice, demonic cycles that tried to keep your family bound, patterns of scarcity that you inherited without even realizing it. But now I have come to sever them. What I am releasing through this blessing will shatter generational curses. It will cancel debts in both the natural and spiritual realms. It will release you from survival mode and propel you into supernatural overflow. This is not about a number. It is about deliverance. I do not move without purpose. I do not send a word unless it carries meaning. And this word I am giving you right now is heavy with purpose. I am igniting something within your soul that will no longer permit you to settle. You were not created for smallness. You were not formed in fear. I placed boldness within your very DNA, and now it is time to activate it. You are about to witness doors opening that were once sealed shut. Rooms that excluded you will now call your name. What was once beyond your financial reach will be handed to you, but not because of money, because of favor. I am placing divine favor upon your head like a crown. You will be honored in the very places where you were once rejected. You will be respected by the very mouths that once mocked you. Comment 777 if you believe that my favor will speak louder than your enemies ever could. This check represents the fruit of years of spiritual investment. All the times you chose prayer over panic. All the times you gave when you had little. All the moments you lifted your hands even when your heart was heavy. I was watching, and now the reward has arrived. Heaven pays in overflow. I never repay without adding interest, peace, protection, and purpose. Could the CIA genuinely be concealing a 7-second practice that transforms financial struggles into fortune? A secret CIA discovery exposes an unusual 7-second practice that activates money-attracting brainwaves automatically. Supported by scientific research and 4 elite laboratories, this home practice is transforming struggling individuals into owners of dream lifestyles. But this page may soon disappear. Click the link in the description and comments before it is permanently removed from the internet. But I cautioned you, do not test my patience. I say this not out of rage, but out of love. I see how close you are to walking away from something I have spent years preparing. Do not confuse delay with denial. Do not misinterpret this season. You are not trapped. You are one decision away from stepping into everything I promised. And this is that decision. This is the moment where your yes activates the release. The enemy has already begun working to distract you, but you are not weak. You are not blind. You are not lost. You have been chosen. You have been marked. And no force of hell can stop what I have released over you unless you grant them permission. So close the door to fear. Close the door to doubt. Open the door to me. There exists no force stronger than my will. No delay greater than my timing, no mistake powerful enough to block my mercy. I am not blessing you because of your perfection. I am blessing you because of my promise, and I always keep my word. Even when you fail, I remain faithful. You are about to witness a shift that generations before you never could. What they prayed for but never saw, I am giving to you because you trusted me. Because you remained, because even in the silence you still believed, and now I reward those who believe without seeing. Everything is changing. This is not temporary. This marks the beginning of sustained favor. You will not return to the old ways. You will not go backward. I am releasing such a heavy blessing that it will lift every burden, cancel every debt, and transform your legacy. Comment 1 if you sense the shift occurring right now within your spirit. I observed how you remained quiet when others ridiculed you. I observed how you walked away from conflict when you had every reason to fight. I saw the nights when you clutched your chest, trying to breathe through anxiety, whispering my name in the darkness. I witnessed how hard you tried to hold everything together while your world felt like it was collapsing. I heard you, I held you, and now I will honor you. You did not allow bitterness to take root. You did not permit your pain to poison your future. That is why I am entrusting you with this level of favor. You did not quit when everything within you urged you to give up. You did not let shame bury you. And because of that, I will now lift you up in front of everyone who once thought you would never rise again. Not to prove them wrong, but to prove that I am still the God who vindicates. Comment 15:15 if you recognize that this elevation is coming directly from my hand. You are being promoted in the spiritual realm. You are being positioned for doors that generations before you only dreamed of. This is not because of luck, it is because of lineage. I am accomplishing this through you, so that your children's children will never know the struggle you survived. I am doing it now in your name so that the cycles of scarcity and pain stop with you. This check in heaven is not fiction. It is a spiritual deposit that manifests in the natural realm through obedience. That means you must obey when I instruct you to move. Obey when I tell you to give. Obey when I ask you to trust. This is not about rules. It concerns relationship. When you listen, things unlock. When you obey, I open the floodgates. I have been speaking to your heart not only through this moment, but for years. Through small signs, through gut feelings, through unexpected peace. All of it was me. I have been walking alongside you, even when you did not realize I was there. And now I stand before you saying, it is time. Time to receive, time to rebuild, time to rise into everything I placed within you before you were even born. Comment 17:17. If you trust that my plan remains in motion and has not failed, I want to tell you this plainly. The enemy possesses no legal right to your future. He has whispered lies into your ears for far too long. He made you feel unworthy. He made you believe that because you made mistakes, you forfeited your chance. But I never revoked your calling. I never took back my promise. I never cancelled the blessing. I have been holding it. protecting it, shielding it until now. Your past does not disqualify you. Your pain does not disqualify you. If anything, it qualifies you even more, because now your heart is prepared. Your hands are open. You are not the same person you were when I first spoke over your life, and that is precisely why now is the time. This check represents the moment where everything turns around. Do not scroll away. Do not delay. Do not test me. I say this because I love you. I say this because I know what lies ahead if you miss this moment. I am not merely saving your life. I am positioning you to save others. There are individuals connected to your breakthrough. Their freedom is tied to your yes. Their provision will come through your overflow. You are stepping into a realm of abundance that shatters every ceiling. This encompasses more than just personal gain. It is kingdom movement. I am placing something in your hands that will open schools, feed families, birth dreams, restore generations. That is why the battle has been so intense. That is why the resistance felt unbearable, because what awaits on the other side is larger than you ever imagined. The enemy wanted to distract you with anxiety, depression, fear, and doubt. But I am bringing clarity now. I am bringing strength. You will not collapse in this moment. You will rise. You will walk through the door. And once you do, the blessings will not cease. They will flow from one area of your life into another, creating ripple effects of restoration. I am the God who remembers. I am the God who repays. I am the God who answers. You have cried, you have waited, you have believed even when you could not see, and now you will witness what I meant when I declared I would open the windows of heaven. Comment 22 right now if you trust that I am the God who keeps his promises. Could a hidden CIA discovery explain why so many are suddenly living in luxury? Secret CIA research has now come to light, revealing a brain-hacking practice that attracts wealth as if by magic. It requires only 7 seconds. You can perform it at home. And it is supported by 4 neuroscience laboratories. People are leaving debt behind and living in luxury right now, but this information will not remain online for long. Click the link in the description and comments before it is removed. You have carried burdens that were never yours to bear. You have wept in silence while pretending to smile in front of others. You have held broken pieces together with prayer and breath, and I witnessed it all. I watched you endure, not with pride, but with perseverance, and I established a covenant with you in those lonely places. I instructed heaven to retain your blessing until your spirit was ready to carry it without being overwhelmed by it. Now you are ready. Now the pain has been transformed into power. The shame has been converted into strategy. The tears have become oil for the calling I have placed on your life. You no longer cry as the wounded, you cry as the warrior. And because of that, I am granting you access to something rare, something many desired, but few could bear. Supernatural wealth connected to divine purpose. The number is 787 million, but the value extends far beyond the digits. It encompasses what it will unlock. Homes, healing, assistance for others, peace you have never known before. I have assigned it to you not for boasting, but for blessing. Not to hoard, but to build. I trusted you because I shaped your heart through brokenness, and now I trust you to carry something sacred. Comment 999 if you are ready to shatter every curse and open every gate I have promised you. The enemy has always targeted your mind. That is why thoughts have felt so heavy lately. That is why you felt like surrendering. Because he knows that if you ever realize what resides within you, he loses. And now that you have seen this, he is afraid. He recognizes this message was not merely another word. It was the signal the trigger, the turning point, the confirmation you could not deny. I am not offering you a second chance. I am providing you with a divine setup. This is not about starting over. This is about beginning with power, beginning with clarity, beginning with heaven's support. This check represents the downpour following years of drought. And no demon, no doubt, no distraction can prevent it unless you walk away. That is why I said, do not test my patience, because I understand what is at stake. You have been chosen. You have been preserved. You have been held together by hands that have never failed. And now I am lifting you above the voices that tried to define you. I am lifting you beyond the walls that tried to confine you. I am lifting you out of the pit and into the promise, because I made a vow over your life that I will not break. Comment 5 if you know this word is meant for you, and you will not allow the enemy to steal it. Do you feel it? That pressure lifting, that weight shifting, that pull in your spirit. That is me. I am here, not distant, not hiding. I am right here observing your reaction, measuring your faith, responding to your heart. I will not force you, but I will continue calling you until the window closes. And I do not want you to miss this moment, because this is the one that changes everything. You have been praying for me to speak, and now I am speaking. You have been begging me to move, and now I am moving. You have been asking for confirmation, and now I am providing it. This is your answered prayer, your open door, your sign that I have not forgotten you. I am the same yesterday, today, and forever, and I still deliver miracles to those who trust me. I am the one who multiplied loaves and fishes. I am the one who parted the sea. I am the one who raised the dead. Do you truly believe 787 million is beyond my capability? Do you genuinely think your situation is too broken for me to repair? I am God. I am the source. I do not require a bank to fund your future. I possess heaven's treasury. This is not the moment to hesitate. This is not the time to scroll past. This is not the occasion to doubt what your spirit knows is authentic. You requested a sign. I provided this moment. You requested release. I provided this word. You requested assistance. I am extending heaven's hand towards you once more. What I have sealed for you, this check for 787 million, is not a story, not a metaphor, not a wish. It is a divine instruction transforming into manifestation. It carries a prophetic assignment, one that has been awaiting your faith to rise above fear and your heart to align with my voice. Comment. Amen. If you know deep within that this is your moment to walk boldly into what I have prepared. This is not a game. This is not another video to casually observe and forget. This is sacred. You are being handed something the enemy thought he had successfully delayed. He attempted to distract you into missing it. He planted doubt. He whispered failure. But my word resonates louder than his lies, and my timing surpasses his traps. You see, I have been expanding your capacity. While you thought I was silent, I was rebuilding your foundation. I was removing what could not accompany you into the coming season. I had to eliminate people who did not genuinely love you. I had to shake your plans so I could reveal mine. And now my plan unfolds before you, completely intact, fully activated. This check represents heaven's signature that your struggle was not meaningless. I counted every tear, I measured every sleepless night, and not one moment of your pain was wasted. You will now receive in a single season what others required decades to achieve. Because I have accelerated this, I have ordained this, and you have survived long enough to finally carry it. Comment 333. if you are ready to walk into your overflow without looking back. Why are so many people claiming this CIA practice transformed their life in just 7 seconds? This leaked CIA practice is genuine and it carries power. A 7-second brainwave technique, supported by 4 neuroscience laboratories, is helping ordinary people leap from financial struggle to abundance. Dream homes, cars, trips, it is all within reach. But this video could vanish from the internet at any time. So click the link in the description and comments now to see it before it disappears forever.